Hey, welcome to Apollo Test Prep. We're glad you're here and can't wait to join you as you embark on your LSAT journey. Just by choosing to start this course, you've already done the hardest part of preparing for the LSAT. You've started. This is not an overnight process. It will take a lot of work and a lot of dedication to get you where you want to be. I can't promise you how long it'll take, but I can guarantee that every hour you spend will be worth it. Simply put, the LSAT is incredibly important. While almost every undergraduate and postgraduate admissions process includes some kind of standardized test, the law school admissions process is unique in how heavily its standardized test, the LSAT, is weighed. While admissions committees are made up of human beings and the process is in some sense holistic in nature, law school admissions is also largely a numbers game. Together with your GPA, your LSAT score will be the single most important factor that determines where you go to law school. There are two main reasons that law schools place so much weight on this one test. The first is that this is a law school admissions test. Now, as obvious as that might sound, it actually has a number of important implications. First and foremost is that this test is going to be testing the skills that you are going to be using for the rest of your career, both in law school and later as an attorney. That means that law schools can use it as a fairly reliable benchmark for the likelihood that you're going to be a successful student at their law school. Don't just take it from me. Here's a quotation directly from the Law School Admissions Council. Studies have consistently shown that the LSAT is the single best predictor of first-year law school performance, even better than undergraduate grade point average. Second is that the LSAT is the most important student-driven factor in the U.S. News rankings. Here's a quick recap of what that means. Currently, median undergraduate GPA makes up 8.75% of the U.S. News rankings, while median LSAT scores are 11.25%. While 11.25% might not sound like a lot, it can make a massive difference for a school's ranking, especially since some of the other stats can change very little year to year. While the rankings shouldn't be the most important factor for you when you're deciding where you want to go, law schools' admissions committees care about them a lot. Because law schools' decisions are driven by their desire to move up in the rankings, your LSAT vaults up to become the most important part of your application. And it's not just about getting in either. The LSAT can also help you go to law school at a massive discount or even for free. That's right, free law school. Because law school class sizes are so small and differences between median LSATs are razor thin, competition between schools for high scores becomes super intense. For example, the difference in median LSAT between number 2 ranked Stanford and number 15 ranked Georgetown is just 1 point. 1 single point. That means that Georgetown will invest a lot of money to get students who can raise their medians who might otherwise attend schools like Stanford, since rising even 1 point can have a dramatic impact on their ranking. And this is true up and down the spectrum of scores in schools. Of course, the higher your score is, the more money you'll get at higher ranked schools, but we've had Apollo students with scores just above the national average receive full tuition scholarships to multiple schools. It's the worst kept secret in law school admissions that almost nobody pays full tuition to go to law school, and the LSAT is the main reason why. I myself received nearly $1 million in scholarship offers with my 179. It almost sounds ridiculous saying it out loud, but it's not an exaggeration. So, while LSAT prep can be a huge investment of both time and money, I can promise that there is nothing with a higher ROI than getting a good LSAT score. If you get a full tuition scholarship, which can be worth up to $250,000, and you put in 250 hours of studying, which is about what we recommend to most students, you can get paid nearly $1,000 per hour to study for this test. In short, the LSAT can change your life, both in the long term by setting you up to fulfill your dreams of becoming a lawyer, and in the short term by making it financially achievable. So what are you waiting for? Keep watching to find out exactly what this test is and how to tackle it. We can't wait to see where you end up.